Everyone, I Nirupa Kujur, a trainee of Siliguri Tarai B.Ed College, second semester. My method subject is English. Today I would like to explain a beautiful poem, Daybreak, written by Henry Wordsworth Longfellow, and this poem is taken from class 11 and it is of West Bengal board. So first of all I would like to tell about the poet, Henry Wordsworth Longfellow, who is a romantic poet and he is from America and he is from 19th century and he was born on 1802 and died on 1887. His poetry is marked by simplicity of style, that is of vivid imagery, consciousness and with a narrative power. And this Daybreak is a poem of nature poem where daybreak, from title itself we can understand that the night has gone, the day has come. That means Henry Wordsworth Longfellow is personifying two things in this poem. First is sun and next is wind, and both are the non-living things and it is of nature things. Sun is a respectful person here and wind is a alarm clock. Wind goes everywhere, each and everything, and tells that to awake them that night has gone, the new day has come. That means the darkness is over now. Now there is a time to welcome a new day for new hope. The Henry Wordsworth Longfellow is personifying in this poem by wind or with nature things. First of all I would like to read a poem, and this poem is of 18 lines. A wind came up out of the sea and said, "O mist, make room for me." It held the ships and cried, "Sail on, ye mariners, the night is gone," and hurried landward far away, crying, "Awake, it is the day." It said unto the forests out, "Hang all your leafy banners out." It touched the wood bird's folded wing and said, "O bird, awake and sing." And o'er the farms, O chanticleer, your clear blow, the day is near. It whispered to the fields of corn, bow down and hail the coming morn. It shouted through the belfry tower, "Awake, O bell, proclaim the hour." It crossed the churchyard with a sigh and said, "Not yet in quite light." So this is a poem of 18 lines. Now I would like to tell before explaining this poem about the poem that poet has personified the wind as it is a non-living element of nature, but in this poem the poet has personifies the wind by giving a human ability to speak so that it can wake up the living world to action. The words of the wind bring new hope and stimulate the living world. Henry Wordsworth always used a natural thing as an object in his poem. So in this poem Daybreak, the Henry Wordsworth, the poet, has used the wind as a natural thing, as an object and related with a human life. A wind came up out of the sea and said, "O mist, make room for me." Means poet is personifying the wind as a human, that it comes out from the sea and tells to the mist is a fog, to make a room for him. It held the ships and cried, "Sail on, ye mariners, the night is gone." Now after talking to mist, the wind blows towards the sailors and tells that to welcome the ships. The wind welcomes the ships and cried to the sail on. Cried means telling to the sail on, "Ye mariners, the night is gone." Mariners means those who sail a ship. The wind tells to them that the night has gone, the new day has come, the morning has come. So you all can move from this place, and hurried landward far away, crying awake, it is the day. Hurried means fast. Now, after talking to mariners, the wind blows towards the landward. That also very fast, and cries after reaching the land. The wind cries and tells that awake, it is a new day. The night has gone, the new day has come. It said unto the forests out, hang all your leafy banners out. Now, after land, the wind blows towards the forest, and after reaching there, the wind shouts to the trees and leaf that they are folding their leaf and sleeping. Now, the wind is telling to them that new day has come, night has gone. So, open your leafy leaves and hang up it with the banners out. It is the wood birds folded and said, O bird, awake and sing. Now, the wind goes towards the wood bird, and the bird sleeping by folding the wings. The wind touches the wings of a bird and tells to awake and sing. Like this, in every line we can see that wind is behaving like a alarm clock, as going everywhere and touching everything and telling to wake up, and giving the message that the new day has come, the night has gone. And o'er the farms, O gentle clear cock, your clear blow, the day is near. Clear means sound, sound of a cock. And o'er the farms, O Chanticleer cock. Chanticleer is a cock. It is in a farm. Now wind reaches there and tells the cock that your time has come. You make a sound to wake everyone, because the night has gone, the new day has come. It whispered to the fields of corn, bow down and hail the coming morn. Means now the wind goes towards the field of a corn, where tells the corn to bow down to welcome the coming morn. Hail means to welcome. The wind is telling that the night has gone, the new day has come. So bow down yourself and welcome the new day. It shouted through the belfry tower, awake, O bell, proclaim the hour. Now, after telling to or talking with field of corn, the wind shouted through the belfry tower, where the bell is ringing. And the wind reaches there and tells the tower that your time has come to ring the bell, because the night has gone, the new day has come. So please ring the bell. So till here we can see that the wind behave like a alarm clock, as wind goes everywhere, each and every places, and tells to awake, by giving the message that the new day has come, the night has gone. Or we can say that poet has related with a human life, as the darkness has over, now there is a light, so we can welcome them. Till here we can see that wind is very happy to give a message. But after this reaching to this last two line, it crossed the churchyard with a sigh and said, not yet in quiet lie. Here the poet Henry Wordsworth Longfellow has changed the meaning by making the wind sad, that after crossing the churchyard is a place where people are buried, so they are sleeping. The wind reaches there and thinks that how to wake them up, because they are all sleeping. And the wind became very unhappy and tells that not yet in quiet lie, I cannot wake them up because they all are dead. So from the last two lines we can understand that the poet has changed the meaning, and it has related with our human life, as we face many problem or trouble, but there is also a new hope and a new day, and the death is a ending one, So we cannot wake up after dying, but whenever we are alive, we can always think of welcoming a new hope or a new day. Like wind goes every places and tells that there is a new hope. Night has gone, but new day is always there for a new hope. And the Henry Wordsworth also tells that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Means the poet is telling that we can face many problems, but we can have a new hope to solve it. So that's all for today. Thank you.